The Ford Mustang is a bit of a cult classic, but up until about 5 years ago, the only way you could have one in the UK is if you were to import one from the US, and of course that would be left-hand drive. Everywhere you go now, you can find a Ford Mustang. So what about if you want to stick out from the crowd? Well then, you buy one of these. So what is it? This is the CS800 Mustang from Clive Sutton. Now Clive Sutton have been importing American vehicles for years, and now they've just started going into bespoke vehicles. They have an online configurator where you can go on and customize your own Mustang. So this is the top of the range. This has had the works thrown at it. As you can see, it's got the carbon bonnet, which hides the supercharger, which sits on top of the 5-litre block. So this one has the upgraded throttle body, which is 132mm, and the high flow injectors, which pushes power just north of 800 horsepower. At the front, we've got a GT3 style diffuser. We've got the Sutton Edition HRE wheels, which at the front are 10-inch by 20, and at the rear, 11-inch by 20. Elsewhere, we've got the side skirts, which are the deep dish version. We've got the louvers here that sit on top of the glass. It doesn't replace the glass is still there. We've got a huge quad exhaust and diffuser. Let's be honest, we want to go and drive this thing. Let's not talk about this. Let's go, let's head out, come on. Another cool thing about this before we leave, the exhaust valves are all controlled via this app. Close it, 25% open. You can start to hear it open now, and then open all the way. Woo! You might think that having 800 horsepower is a bit pointless on the road, but here I am sat in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, cruising along, no problem at all. I've got the valves fully open right now as well, and it's not too intrusive. You get the burble, which is quite nice, but it's not too intrusive. It's not deafening, that's for sure, until you obviously hit the loud pedal. And she wants to go straight away. I mean, you get power low down, you've got a big V8 block, so you've got torque nice and low, but because we've got the supercharger, we've also got the nice linear power delivery like a naturally aspirated engine as well. Woo! This car has been fitted with Clive Sutton's suspension package, which completely overhauls the chassis. Upgrades include sport springs alongside Ford's Magna, which was optioned here from factory, stiffer anti-roll bars, adjustable drop links, camber bolts, upgraded bushes, and a 4-wheel geometry setup for fast road use, amongst other upgrades. So can you use 800 horsepower? Let's find out. Second gear, traction half off, not all the way. Yeah, we're going now. You can. That put the power down absolutely fine. It's quick. It's bonkers quick. I can't explain to you from where you're sat, but it's just crazy. One of the biggest questions people ask with highly modified cars is, can you actually drive it on the road? What's it like? Is it easy to drive? Can you use it every day? You have to be fully aware of the power you've got. 800 horsepower, although some people on the internet will say, oh, Supras are pushing out 800 horsepower everywhere. Well, yeah, that's true, but how many times do they actually get driven? I've been using this every day for the past week and it's been absolutely fine. It sits in traffic fine, it idles fine, the clutch isn't too heavy. It's a normal car. You get the whine of the supercharger, but if you close the valves and drove it sensibly, you'd think this is a normal Mustang. You wouldn't think it's got 800 horsepower. That's what I think Clive Sutton's done really well here. He's integrated a huge package with double the power, essentially, but made it drivable, made it easy to live with. Let's go again, shall we? Yep, you heard the wheels spinning there. It's a bit windy around here, and this is a big car, but the front end is still quite sharp. We've got a different shifter here as well. This is a much shorter throw than the regular Mustang. It's actually very close together, and you can often hit fourth when you're coming from first to second, which is no bad thing because this car has huge amounts of torque, so it can handle it anyway. The noise. Oh. This is monstrously quick. I try not to say that over and over again, but it's so hard not to say it. Another question you may have is, what's the fuel like? Now, anyone with a brain will know it's not going to be great, but I'm going to surprise you here, because I did a journey to Milton Keynes, which is about 50-60 miles from where we are based, and I was averaging just under 30 mpg. Cruising around town is where you're really going to struggle with the fuel. It's all about the power. It doesn't matter about anything else. So let's use it. You can just hear the traction cutting in a little bit, but this is coping really well on this road, and this is bumpy as well. This is a hot hatch road, this is. But the Mustang is eating it up, actually. And the grip, 305mm rear tyres, making sure that the power is going down. So yes, you can use it every day. You probably wouldn't want to. You certainly wouldn't want to fuel it, because every time the opportunity arises, you want to hit the loud pedal. It sounds insane. You get the whine of the supercharger. I really hope that's coming across on camera. And then you get the loud cracks, popples, bangs from the exhaust. You could take it on a B-road blast. It handles beautifully, rides bumps well. You can definitely use the power. To tell you the truth, I wasn't all that sold on the Mustang before driving this. And now I want this exact car. Please, can I keep it, Clive Sutton? I don't want to give it back. Please. Anyway, time for me to shut up. Let's just go for a drive.